We're now to the third week of January, almost the end of that, and the big freeze is coming to an end. And what a sterling job our roads people have done trying to keep our roads and our pavements clean. But they've really struggled because there's been a shortage of salt and grit. And we know some of us wonder whether the continuation of the difficult conditions on our pavements was as much to do with the council tax freeze as it was the big freeze, despite all the efforts of our staff and our local authorities. And there'll be a lot more of rethinking about what we need to do for future winters now that it's become clear that we cannot expect climate change to eliminate the kind of hard winters we used to get and have seen against this year. So let's look for some progress in all of that. This week in Parliament, the budget's been dominating thinking. A big debate yesterday about that, and the budget bill has run through its first stage, although we didn't vote in favour of it because we don't think the budget does enough for jobs, does enough to restore our economy or to invest in the infrastructure that we need. And there's also a big question about what happened to the £1.5 billion that we left when we left in office in the coffers of the Scottish Executive, which just seems to have vanished. We were keeping that for a rainy day, such as we're now seeing when the budget is tightening. So there'll be a lot of questions around that. The other thing we started taking evidence on this week in committee in Parliament was the Crofting Bill, and that's going to be a very big bit of work. It's not at all clear what this bill is actually going to do to improve the worth and the lot of crofting. The government have been proclaiming this as a bill to save crofting, but I have to tell you, it's difficult to see what's within it that would actually do that. So in the next few weeks we're going to be in the Uist, into Stornoway, into Shetland, Caithness, and in committee in Edinburgh, listening to evidence, taking evidence and trying to work out what's going to be best to do, what bits of the bill should be changed, what bits should be saved, and indeed whether the bill is worth proceeding with at all. So I'll try to keep you informed with that and anything else that's going on over the coming days and weeks.